Welcome to the Writing Community Chat Show. Hello, guys, and welcome to this week's Writing Community Chat Show, Wednesday show. It's very good to be back and to see Mr. Hooley here. We did have him back on, what day was that? Friday
night, yeah.
Friday night, you were back with us, and it's good to see you back properly. And we're back on a Wednesday, and we don't have a guest tonight, but we have a bit of a chatty show, which is something if you are long-term Writing Community Chat Show fans, you will know from back in the day. We used to do a whole segment, like a 40-minute segment before a guest even came on the show, if I'm right, Chris, if I remember correctly. And I kind of miss that at the moment. So it's nice for me and Chris to have a bit of a chit chat and get you guys involved as well. So we are live. If you listen on the podcast, hello to you, and any of this that you listen to that you can interact with, just drop us a thing on Twitter. If you are live right now, then please share this link. Please comment, please engage, and chuck us some questions. Any kind of questions. We'll try and answer them as best we can. But perhaps keep it a little clean. Maybe. But how are you, Chris?
You've not mentioned it's your birthday.
Well, you know, it's kind of an awkward thing, isn't it? A little bit embarrassing, perhaps.
Aggett's another year older.
Thank you.
And we've got some really good little segments coming up on the show. Obviously, it's very hard for me to organise this because you run the show quite literally. But I've got some really I've been crying the past few days when people have been sending things in. So when we reveal what they are and stuff like that, it'd be really, really fun.
Oh, are you serious?
Yeah. So if you're a fan of the show,
well,
then you're in for a treat.
That sounds fantastic. But also what we have got as well, which is going to be very fun. And I've got a new system for this because you guys may have watched my wheel of choice the other week. It was a bit iffy. But I've got a new one that is much better. And the book of the month, the newsletter is coming out on Friday, and it's going to be a good one. We've got a whole new section in there. Lale Love's got her own little poetry section. So if you're into poetry or you write poetry, then get in touch with her or us, and we can look at putting you in there. There's so many great features in that newsletter. It's almost becoming something I look forward to myself every month. And it's all interactive. You can click on links. So it's a brilliant resource for writers and readers, or anyone who's just after a bit of reading. It's not often you get magazines anymore, Chris, is it? I mean, well, they do sell them, but I haven't bought a magazine for donkey's years.
Yeah. Since you hurt your shoulder and you can't reach the top shelf anymore.
Hey, internet's an easier thing than to go and pick magazines up these days. You know what I mean? As ebooks and books, I guess. So, be a token book promotion as we start the show off every week. I'm going to be a bit selfish here because this week's beer token book promotion is me. I have had some absolutely wonderful messages all day on Twitter. I mean, a January birthday kind of sucks, let's be honest. It does. And during COVID, it sucks even more. I'm on dry January. I'm drinking squash still. So it's a super sucky birthday. But what has really cheered me up, all the wonderful messages I've got on Facebook, on Twitter, and you guys have just been wonderful. So it's really kind of lifted my spirits. So what I did is release the two of my books. So Deep the Embers of Life, Deep the Climate Truth and Deep the Embers of Life are both free as an ebook today only. So if you're watching this today, then please do me a favor, go on my Twitter and you can find those links. Mario says something. Read that out, Chris. Go on.
It says born on Compleanno Amico Mario, I think, or Mayo.
Excellent.
I don't know what it means.
No, I have no idea. Cool. So, it does work. That looks a bit crazy. Just having a little look at that. Oh, there you go. That is very cool. Let me just show you this, guys, because it is very super cool. So when I spoke about the competition that's going to come up later, I haven't even got to the beer book promotion. Forget that. We'll do that in a sec. So we're talking about the competition that's coming up. Have a little look at this. So where is it gone? This one here. So look at this. These are the people that entered the book of the month, the bottom competition. And it's all their Twitter names with their book covers. How cool is that?
That is pretty cool.
So what we'll do is we'll spin that around, or we could do it with the proper spinner, where it's kind of wedged in there, or like that. So that is very cool, and look forward to that. It's going to be interesting, and you could be book of the month on Friday. So the beer book promotion, as I was saying, is my book, my 2 books. That's Christopher Hooley, brilliant, from last week. So my books, I sure I did this. Oh, I'm on the wrong thing, Chris. There you go. So my first book has got 45 reviews, which kind of blows my mind. 4.6 out of 5. And my second book is on 11 reviews, 5 out of 5. So I'm very happy with that. So if you guys could download that for me, they're both currently free. Have a look. And up in the top corner there, Chris, you'll see my 2 books. Hello to you. Happy birthday. Thank you. Bon anniversario. Is that nice. Kind of close? I don't know. And I don't speak things very well. Good words. Happy birthday. Sorry, I'm late. Don't worry about it. So, Chris, what's been going on? What's happening in the world of Chris at the moment?
Well, we have a few different things that have been sent in. I don't really know how to format this, but I'm going to start with a game that I've come up with.
Oh, dear.
And it's called Aggett versus Taggett. So I'm going to read some lines from your books that are just there in the top corner.
You are not.
And I'm also going to read some lines from the famous TV show Taggett. And you have to tell me whether it is Aggett or Taggett.
That is amazing.
But so for each correct answer that you get right, I am going to purchase one of your books, paperback copy. And then on Friday's show, we're going to gift those copies out. So there's 10 questions in total. For every one you get right, I'll buy a paperback of your book.
Oh, that's
and then
crazy.
On Friday's show, we'll gift them to the viewers that tune in for that show. So no pressure.
If I get one right, I'll be happy. We'll see. I haven't watched Taggett for a long, long time. So who knows? Let's find out.
So I'm going to do them all in a Scottish accent just to throw you off a little bit to see how it goes. So let's see.
Brilliant.
Where they are.
Guys, can the crowd help me out? The crowd. What a crowd. 2 people.
Yeah, the people who are watching.
Can the people, the man of the people, can they help me out a little bit, maybe?
Yeah, we'll give them that. Definitely. So
I can't wait for the Scottish accent.
So here's the first one. Line number 1.
I
don't like this one bit. Keep moving. The people of this town won't be too happy with the military right now. So is that Aggett or Taggett?
That is Aggett.
That is Aggett. Well done.
Yeah. I'm glad I got one out of the way. That's good.
Okay. Let me get another one.
Thank you, Joa. And I did just stuff my face with chocolate cake before I came on here. And I am dieting currently, so I may have slobbered it all over my face. And if I have, I apologize. But it was very nice.
So, next one. Is this Aggett or Taggett? Your brains will be on the pavement unless you help us.
Is that it? Your brains will be on the pavement unless you help us. I'm going to say that must be Taggett. Although Anya... Huh?
Oh, give it away too soon there. But you're right, that is Taggett.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't see people... Taggart, people coming in. So that was right, yeah?
Yeah, that was right. So
this is going to cost you a fortune, Chris.
So, next one.
Yeah.
I guess I'm not important enough to hear that then.
That would be Daisy when Eli was on the phone in book 2.
Is that your final answer?
Aggett.
It is Aggett, but it's not from book 2.
Is it not?
No, it's from book 1.
Oh, dear. That is...
well done. That's 3 so far.
Yeah. It's like I'm a celebrity without the weird things.
Next one. He was injured, all right. Been hit by a bar.
Hit by a bar. That's not my stuff. Anyone got an answer for that? I don't know. I'm gonna have to say tag it on that one. That doesn't sound like me. Does it? Is it? Sir Matt Busby. Tag it, lol. Everyone's going tag it.
No. What's your final answer?
Tag it.
No, that was Aggett.
Was it really? The hit with a bar?
Yeah.
Is that right? That
They're all from book one, mate.
hit with a bar.
Okay. Next one.
Apparently, I wrote that.
No. Put it under your jumper.
That would be Paige telling Daisy to put a bulletproof vest on properly.
That
in
is
book
correct.
2.
Again, book 1.
No way!
Yes.
Of course it was. Yeah, sorry. Oh my goodness. That was Aggett, book 1. Thank you.
So that's 5. What? 5 paperbacks.
You can cap it at 5, Chris, if you really want to. You don't have to sell.
I've still got a few more.
I literally gave my books away free today, and half of them didn't go. Do you know what I mean? So,
these are paperbacks. These are what people like. People like paperbacks. Next one. We're going to the city centre, which sits in front of the city.
I'm going to have to go with Aggett on that one as well, because that's where Daisy goes to find Eli after they're separated and she's lost. I hope. Possibly.
You'd be correct there, sir.
Yeah. I'm glad I remember a lot of this.
Yeah.
That was a long time ago now.
And then one more. We're going to get our bollocks chewed off for this.
Bollocks. I don't think I've ever used bollocks in my stories. So even though it's a kind of a British swear word, I'm going to say that's got to be tag it. Although tag it? Is he using bollocks?
We're going to get our bollocks chewed off for this.
It's going to have to be tag it. Hello,
Yeah,
Philip. Yeah. Oh, thank you. I started panicking then. I thought that could have been in the war.
Yeah, so you smashed that. I thought I was going to get you out on a few there, but that's 6 paperbacks that we've got to give away for the end of the week. So that's going to be awesome.
Well, that's more books than I've sold this year, I can tell you.
Well, hopefully, if that's the case, it'll shoot you up the charts a little bit, and then long may the sales continue after that.
We hope so. We hope so.
That was my sort of contribution to this section. And now I'm going to read some other people's contributions to the group. Is that Mario?
Mario said, because I'm off the drink, that's why I got so many right. You could be correct there. I'm feeling a little fresh.
Could be true.
Could be true.
That could be true. So, speaking of Mario, this is my favorite thing that I have received. I was crying, and I still don't know if I can read this without getting through it.
I'm worried.
Mario he did suggest that he may come on and sing it. So, if that's still the case, Mario, then just let us know if you're still up for that.
Shall I send him a link?
You can do if he's up for it. I won't read it if he's up for singing it, because I think
move on from someone else then, and if he can come on, perhaps.
Because that would be brilliant.
Interesting.
So we've got. Ooh, they're all so good.
Oh, my internet's been funny.
And I've got Halo. Halo's done a brilliant one. So I'll let you pick because you're the birthday boy. So I've got Anya's done one. Done a little short piece of something. Halo's done something. Mario, obviously, we're going to speak to him, and we had JC Paulson as well to give us a little something. So it's entirely up to you which one.
Everybody on the chat is yes, go Mario, sing, 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 sing. I'll do it. He says, I'll do it.
Brilliant.
Yes.
Yeah, send Mario the link, and
the link is sent. So Mario may be incoming right now. This could be seriously cringy, right?
I'm glad you said in, because the in was important in that sentence.
Well, oh, there he is.
Cringy, right?
Hello, Mario.
I'm glad you said in.
Happy birthday.
The in is important in that sentence.
Why, thank you. We've got a bit of delay there.
Oh,
Have you
there
got a
he is.
speaker on?
Cringy, right?
Hello, Mario.
I'm glad you said in.
Happy birthday.
That's better. Thank you very much. Hello, nice to see you, Mario. As always, lovely to see you. How are you doing?
It's great to be here on your birthday.
I feel a little bit worried. I'm not going to
Do
lie.
you know?
Yeah. Mario, says Joanne. Hello, Mario, says Halo Scott. And Slythe. Hello, Mario. Everyone loves Mario on the show. I think we need a weekly Mario segment of this show.
So are you ready for my song?
I can't say I'm ready.
I'm so ready for this.
I think it's on its way, regardless.
So let me just say that, like at first we were thinking that you would be singing it. So Huli suggested songs that you would know. So I was like, how do I know what songs Chris knows? So I thought, well, he's a Brit. He definitely knows God Save the Queen.
Oh, dear. Right, okay.
So here goes, okay? My birthday is today. I'm not sure if I'm gay. Just ask my wife. I think I am a slut. I dream of monkey butt. My fantasies run the gamut. Let me drop my drawers.
Oh wow. Whoa.
Chris Aggett is my name. You know I have no shame. I sleep with sheep. Hot zombies give me wood. Lick their flesh rods if I could. Most zombie vessels are my food. Dripping holes of flesh. One more. Womanly mounds just make me drool, but so do turgid tools. I just like sex. Dark, steamy holes of love, I'll safely use a glove. Diving between your cheeks, I will go so deep.
Wow, Mario. My jaw hurts right now from laughing. And, there's a lot of love. This is gold. Rolf, when is Mario's album out? I've got to say, Mario, that is fantastically sung. And I did not expect the level of thought that went into that.
Well, let me just say, it was a communal effort. I had to solicit nouns that encompassed all sides of the spectrum, if you understand my meaning.
Absolutely. Was all that kind of directed at me specifically, or was it kind of a loose conversation? Because there's a few things in there that are quite questionable.
Well, everything is a little questionable. And wouldn't it have been funny if you were to have sung that yourself?
Oh, I don't think I would have done it the justice you did, Mario. Honestly, such a beautiful voice, Joanna says. Absolutely.
Well, anything to make your birthday celebration a little lighter, a little happier, and we've got to laugh at ourselves.
Absolutely. Thank you, Mario, so much. That is fantastic.
That was brilliant.
Have a great one.
Everyone loves that in the comments as well. Thank you, Mario.
How does anyone ever top that now? Like, that was just amazing.
It was.
I feel like the only way we're going to do it justice is if Halo does hers, Anna does hers, and then Joanna Paulson comes on and does hers as well.
A myriad, a plethora of genitals. Okay, this is getting out of hand. Joanna's clapping. Brilliant. Mario, we'll check you back off a second. We may get people back on. I have no idea what's going to happen, but I'll let Chris run with the show for once,
right,
and just see what happens. Thank you, Mario.
Thanks, Mario.
Wow, my goodness. What can I say?
When I read that, I couldn't actually physically. Paige was like, "What's going on? Like, why are you laughing so much?" I was like, trying to get it out, and I could not tell her.
The very first phrase is like, "Chris, I think I'm gay," and then it just kind of spiraled thereafter. I don't know.
I'll send it you later because it's so good.
flesh rods. Did I hear that right?
You did hear that right.
Hey, by the way, look what I've got here, and this is fantastic. This was a prize that Halo won, but we decided that I'm going to keep this for now because it's going to cost money to send out. They might break, and we kind of need it for the show. So here is little Nikki, our little mascot goat that is evil. But I couldn't get the WCCS on the side. So if anyone knows how to make like a cool patch we can stick on there, let us know. But how cool is he?
Chris, it's almost like you're setting these up now, because Halo Scott's contribution is actually about Nikki the girl.
Oh dear God, that was not pre-planned at all.
It's not, but that was
segue.
A great segue into it. So I don't know if Halo wants to come on, and I mean, there she is. Come and give us her version, because.
Do you know what? I'll send her the link again. This is a kind of do you know what? I was thinking about trying to keep this in line so we could put it on the podcast, but do you know what? I'll just forget it. This is just fun for the show.
You should put this on the podcast though, because people would love to hear Mario's rendition. And
absolutely. Oh, we could clip things up. What am I doing? Finding Halo. Okay, Halo Scott. There you go. All right, Halo. You now have the link if you would like to join, and grace us with. Have Mario do mine. I can't sing. Mario, thumbs up or thumbs down to that? I can still see you. Do you want a thumbs up? Do you want to do Halos or not? There's two big thumbs there. Halo, you've been saved. Do you have?
Have you got it, Mario Tan?
I don't have it. So
you have to sing this via telepathy, okay? So Halo, think really hard.
She needs to send it to me. It's still probably in the chat somewhere.
I did it. I'll send it to you.
Halo said she's half working and being naughty. What time is it with you guys? Because it's obviously 8:20 here. When you're doing that as well, let me talk about the thing that's happening on Sunday. The already forgotten it. Plot twist project, and this is something I'm going to do. That I'm going to stream, and you're going to see possibly two of us on screen and a live document that we're both working on, which you guys can contribute to. The idea of the story, comments on the story, characters, all of that stuff together. It's a community project, and we're going to try and write something cool, which I think is a great idea. And you're all welcome to that. That's 9:00, a bit later for you guys on Sunday afternoon, evening, and I'll maybe do an hour and a half just at the computer. And we'll see what happens, what comes of it. And it's a great way to kind of flex our minds, I guess. So please join us for that.
So I've just sent you a picture of it, Mario.
So Anya says 3:20. Also the same there. Chelsea is 3 minutes ahead of you. So, no spoilers for TV shows.
And it's in...
All right. Well, I could certainly just wing this because so I will do the best I can. All right. You tell me when to go and I'll go.
We're waiting for you, Mary. You take your time and whenever you're ready. This is called Nikki, a breakup song from Aggett to Nikki the Goat. And this is the lyricist, our lyricist, Halo Scott, to the tune of Bohemian Rhapsody. Oh, what a song. All right. Nikki just sheared a sheep, put a knife against her wool, licked my fingers, then I drooled. Nikki, yes, you were my one, but sheep stirs my loins in a better way. Nikki, ooh, love the wool between my thighs. Oh my God. Although our love was fast and titillating, I love sheep, because goats don't really matter. Oh my God. Too late, the sheep has come
I shared a hole behind, body's aching all the time. Goodbye, little Nikki, I've got to go. Gotta cast the goats aside and face the truth. Nikki, ooh, here's a last goodbye. If you ever want to shear a sheep, just call. And then I probably did the wrong cadence.
Oh,
That's what I could
Mario,
do.
that was, I could have listened to that all day long. That's fantastic. Halo, thank you for those lyrics. Nicky was having a little groove past the screen at the time. I don't know if you saw him, but I'm crying. These are amazing, said Chelsea. I owe you many kidneys. Oh, you really don't. Wow, what can I say?
Brilliant, Mario. That was you're just a legend of the writing community.
Yeah. Well, I have to say that I usually have to practice and make sure it's perfect, but anything for Chris Aggett, right?
Oh, thank you, Mario. You just dropped that a cappella and smashed it, so don't worry about it. And Maestro. I'm not surprised they closed down Old McDonald's farm. Yeah, I'm not surprised either. Thank you, Mario, again, and Halo. Fantastic. Was not expecting any of this to happen tonight, honestly. So impressive. Mario, we'll drop you back off again, and we'll see what happens next. Thanks.
Encore.
My jaw is. We've been on live 25 minutes, just over, and my jaw is aching.
Oh, mine as well. That was just Mario's amazing voice with Halo's filthy lyrics was just a match made in heaven.
Chris Hooley, I have a question for you, by the way. Where are you today? Because normally we can recognize your location in your house, but that I don't recognize.
This is a very grey wall in my bedroom.
Oh, interesting.
Ooh, yes. So let's have a look. Who else have we got? Oh yeah, we've got Anna. She's listening now, so she could go on. Hers is not a song; it's a poem.
She loves a poem.
She does love a poem, and I think she would do it justice again. So she wants to come on.
Who's this, Anna?
Yep.
Okay, let me have a look.
No, not Anna. Anya.
I was going to say Anya. Anya. That song stuck in my head now.
I don't know. Halo sent that in the group that we set up, and it was. For the life of me, I couldn't remember how Bohemian Rhapsody went at the beginning. So I was like,
"How can you not remember?" That's literally the one of the things that is just.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't even describe how.
That's brilliant.
Do you know? I'm looking at this raffle thing that we're doing, and I can't see how we do it. Okay. We'll see what happens. I don't know. I can, but I've got to go in another room. Mr. Anya is on Zoom. Anya, tell him we've got important things to do. Yeah. So I'm not entirely sure how we do this spinny thing.
I'd love the Zoom reaction to that. Like he's in a really important meeting and Anya's reading her poem. Everyone can hear it. Who's this Welshman? He's in a really important meeting and Anya's reading her poem.
Yeah, it's a very important meeting with his director. So we're not
gonna... Are you playing the stream in the background, Anya? Because it's coming through.
Yeah, it's a very... Hello?
Thank you.
There we go. Yeah. I closed the thing.
So can you not take us and join us to that conversation that he's having? Because surely we're influential when it comes to big meetings.
No, I think he's talking to his director.
Yeah, we're cool. We'll say give us a promotion, sponsor the show. It's win-win.
No, I'm going to respect the sanctity of.
Yeah. Okay, I agree with you. It's probably a wise choice.
Yeah. Oh, especially since I quit my job a few months ago and I'm teaching part-time now. So I'm not going to jeopardize his job.
Yeah, no, definitely not. Maybe send him a poem.
Chris feels like that every time he comes on the show, that he's going to jeopardize his job.
Yeah.
Okay. So you want me to read the poem?
If you want to. I mean, yeah, why not?
First of all, happy birthday.
Thank you.
Can you guys see me okay? It's kind of dark in here.
Yeah, it's fine.
All right, so here we go. I'm not going to sing because I sound like a goat getting sodomized when I sing. Okay.
That could be an appropriate link.
True, but we will not go there. Plus, it's a sonnet, so I think it's better to read a sonnet out loud. A birthday lurks on the horizon now. What year is it? Do we dare ask? For shame. This writer ought take legions of deep bows, for zombies may be slain with guns and flame. This author has also exposed his ass to patrons far and wide without regret. In fact, he barely uttered one alas, nor did he show the slightest sign of fret on the Halloween show when the mic died and a murderous clown held the audience rapt. So now we of the writing show do cry, the best of birthdays to this awesome chap. And may your story sell as much as it, that tome of Stephen King that makes some shit.
That is fantastic. I want that framed on my wall, especially when
I will send you a copy of it.
Oh man, that is fantastic. Honestly, when we finally got the studio, that is on the wall all day long. And in fact, the lyrics to all the songs, we can get them up there. That's brilliant. Thank you. And
that's a result of me having a shot and a half of tequila and sitting down in Google Docs for a few minutes.
If I ever sold as many books as it, I'd be a happy man. I tell you.
Yes. Yes. That was
and the rhyming in that was just immaculate.
It was,
especially the use of it and towards the end, and the ass line still makes me laugh a lot.
Yeah,
I had to bring that in.
Immaculate. Everyone loves that. Yeah, genius. And you looks good in the dark, said Mario.
Oh, thank you.
I don't know if that's a compliment or
no, it's not.
Compliment. I don't know.
Yeah. You're saying I need more retinol?
I'm saying nothing. Tequila poetry is always the best, apparently.
Yes. Yes.
So writing on tequila may be the way forward.
Occasionally, yes.
Brilliant. Love it.
Oh, wow. This is amazing. Thank you so much.
Very own Shakespeare.
Yeah.
Love it.
Anu, I'll just drop you off into the green room.
Okay.
And you can chill out there with Mario, even though you can't see each other or see any green. So enjoy that, and we'll speak to you soon.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, Chris, that was, reminiscing of the time of the ass,
That was an important moment to bring up because it's out there in internet history forever now. So,
it's not even
got a great lyric to go attached to it.
No one's even clipped it and put it on the internet. But do you know what? This is this is one thing we need to do more of as a promotional thing, Chris, is to take the good clips of all the shows after shows happened and put them on social media for people to go, let's watch that. And surely that or these songs are perfect for that. It depends on the audience, of course, because it all depends on who wants to listen to these kind of songs. And that certainly is this.
Definitely.
We're going to force Aggett to moisten his January. Unfortunately, do you know what? I'm doing quite well with me. It's an important time. We're doing well with my diet because we've agreed that if we get enough Patreons and sort of the show's support grows a lot through this year, me and Chris will work our asses off to lose a shitload of weight and sort of look better to do a photo shoot at the end of the year. Now, I've done well to get through 13 days of January in 2021, by the way, without touching a drop. And I'm not going to spoil it with a couple of beers tonight for another 15 days or so. So I'm not, as much as I'd like to have a drink tonight, I'm not going to do it. But I thought you meant strip for promotion, says Halo. Well, technically it is. We promised if we get those enough patrons, the December cover will be some sort of, I don't know. We'll work it out. Does that mean I'll finally show my guns? Yes, we will. We will, Chris.
Well, you show yours. I'll just stand there with a book over my genitals.
Is that one of those big fold-out ones?
Yeah. A massive book, like
massive book. I'll just use my birthday card. Anyway, I get into the calendar. Yeah, this is what we're not joking. We're serious about this. We're going to do a calendar if we get enough of these things to sort of support us through this year, because we're hoping to grow this year a lot more. We've put a lot of ground in work in last year, which all of you were a massive part of. Honest to God, we would not be here without you guys, and you were a massive part of where we've come from and how we've developed into this from the Weird podcast, I keep going back to our first ever episode, which has had loads of listens, and it makes me cringe to listen to how terrible it was. And it goes on forever, and there's no editing, and you can hear all the terrible stuff in the middle of it. Oh, this is terrible. But people still listen to it, and I'm not going to take it off because it's good to see where we've come from, but it's a testament to you guys, and we appreciate you very much. So thank you.
So the last one, again, I know she's watching, so I don't know if she wants to come on and read this herself. Miss Paulson is in the chat, I'm guessing still. But if she wants to, then obviously we can send her a link over and she can.
She is in the chat. She said, "Ooh, guns." So it's up to you, Joanna. If you let us know in the chat, Joanne, sorry, call you Joanna. Go on, Joanne. There's a lot of peer pressure coming in for Joe. I'm here, but I've been in the rain. I imagine you've been in the rain singing, like off an old film.
Yep.
You could even
famous line, singing in the rain.
Absolutely. But that's okay. Joe. I'm not going to tell you what I put instead of Joe. It starts with a H. Didn't mean anything by it. Just fat fingers. Anyway, so whilst we're waiting, again, I've got loads of news to talk about. Page Turner Awards that we've teamed up with. We got a guest who's a judge from that coming on, but he is also a YouTuber that I've watched many times when I was self-publishing to learn so many things from him. It's going to be a great show. But also the woman who runs the Page Turner Awards is coming on next month. But in January, you can submit your work to it. Do you know what? Sorry, I'll show you. Because I told you about this before, but it's not the same, not seeing it. Let me share that. What have I just pressed? Share that screen with you. And so this is the Page Turner Awards. Can everyone see this? Yeah. So you enter, but you submit your stuff, right? But these are awards, and it's all focused on indie authors, whether you've written, so you can get an ebook award, screenplays, writing awards, mentoring ships, young writer awards. One of the judges there, Paul Michael Glazier, he was out of the what's it called? Starsky and Hutch. He was one of the main characters at that back in the day. This is who we've got coming on. Dale Roberts is fantastic on YouTube for learning self-publishing stuff. Really is amazing. But they've got absolutely brilliant prizes for people who haven't even finished their manuscripts, who have released one, who have released old books, and there's lots of ways in. And all their prizes are aimed at career development. So get in there now, because it's January that they're taking these entries, and most of them are free. So take advantage of that. Absolutely 100% you need to be on there. So check him out.
Okay.
Yeah, we have a Joe. Sort of. Are you hiding in the dark because you've been in the rain?
No, I'm here.
We can't see you.
Can't see me. Where's my? Oh, damn!
This is the moment where I reveal your birthday stripper.
Hang on.
No, she is doing it, but no one can see.
Stupid computer.
This is all fun. Technical advice. You punch it. No. Okay. Well, I've had a look at that, Chris. At the whether you've written, so you can get an ebook award, screenplay. Turn the browser off. Young writer awards. One of the judges there, Paul Michael Glazier, he was out of the what's it called? Starsky and Hutch. He was one of the main characters at that back in the day.
Was he Starsky or Hutch?
On Dale Roberts. I don't know. For learning self-publishing stuff. Really, I can't say I remember it very well. Absolutely brilliant prizes.
You old enough to remember Starsky and Hutch?
Okay, what we'll do is we'll mute her slightly. She said, "Stupid computer won't work." So opening the other one. Whilst Joe is mesmerizing, we could surprise Aggett with our BDSM Santa. Have I missed out? Oh, hello.
Hello.
Hi,
Happy
Joe.
birthday.
Thank you.
Sorry about that. The other computer camera wouldn't work.
Vince said he was Starsky. Thank you, Vince. You know the question I'm going to ask you, Joe?
No.
I ask you every time I see you.
What?
Does the gramophone work yet?
Oh, no. It
Oh.
probably never will.
Oh, you've
Poor
got to
thing.
fix that.
It needs a governor,
A
and we
governor?
don't know how to find one. It's very annoying.
Oh, interesting.
Sorry. I have to turn it up. It's very distressing having to switch computers. Apologies.
Don't apologize. This show has always been a train wreck, and we embrace the chaos.
Hi, David. How are you? All right. So I need to explain that I was trying to help Hooli with this, and then it just turned into this goofy poem because I'm better at rhyming, Hooli, aren't I?
You are indeed.
The word on the street is that you're quite a good rapper.
Oh, are you going to rap something later?
Me?
No, him.
Oh, Chris.
No, I'm not. I'm not a good rapper. He's talking about you.
No. Okay. Well,
Yeah,
I'm
you
not.
got a street rap.
Anyway, I've been in the rain. Just saying, it rained here this morning. This is the middle of Canada. Middle of winter in Canada, and it was raining, and I mean pouring. So I wasn't expecting this. So anyway,
Is that an unusual thing in Canada?
in January it is.
Is it? I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
in January in Wales and England, in Britain, it just hammers. It just rains all the time.
Right. And here, of course, we have like 2 feet of snow. It shouldn't be raining.
Wow.
It's
So
a
now
very
you've
weird weather system.
Frozen ice and snow.
Yes, it's awful, actually. And then later we're going to get 100-kilometer winds. So it's a lovely day here. Just great. Anyway, it's your birthday though. Not ignore my weather issues.
No, I like culture, other cultures, because I'm very poorly traveled, so I kind of like it. And in those sort of weathers, you can just sit by your window reading a nice book that you can download for free.
I'm on it.
Where would you get one of them from?
I'm joking. Don't read that.
That's funny. All right then. Ready?
Yeah.
Perhaps not my best effort, but I was trying to help, right? Okay. 'Twas the night before Aggett turned another year riper. We tried to write a poem for the poor blighter, but all were far too drunk to decipher whether the words were wronger or righter. Mario and Chris were into the cider, though Anya and Halo preferred something lighter. It didn't much matter, because the scribers and writers could only together create a one-liner. Happy birthday, Chris Aggett, our ex-imbiber.
Wow, that is wonderful. That was like Dr. Seuss telling me a story.
Yeah, right.
That's fantastic.
It was fun.
Thank
Anyway,
you so
happy
much.
birthday.
Oh wow, I'm very honored. Thank you. That really was good.
Well, thank you. It wasn't nearly as exciting as Mario's or Halo's or, I'm not good with the sheep and the goats.
Oh well, everyone says brilliant, great job, bravo,
well, thank you, everyone.
and even bravo, bravo to you. Encore, says Halo Scott. Nice.
If I come up with an encore, I'll let you know before the end of it.
Fantastic. Okay, we'll check you in the green room with the other.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
You can hang with the celebrities.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. To our credit, Joe, not all of us should do sheep, says Mario. You should not. Yeah, that was fantastic. And you guys can't see this, but because it's the StreamYard thing that I do from here. Some of us prefer goats, says Halo. So I can see you guys, I can see the chat, but also across the bottom, I can see Mario, Anya, and Joe just like shaded out, but I can still see him on the camera. Just be warned. But Mario's like this. Goats are awesome. I don't know why the obsession of goats came along for this show, but I think it was Halo's fault. Aggett's blusher meter is not nearly as high as I thought it would be. Do you know what? You guys have kind of word this correctly. I don't know. Hardened me to the blushing.
Oh, now that we've got 3 people in the green room, we should use them and utilize them to see if any of them or which can put your blushometer up the highest.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah. So we could get them all back, have them underneath, and then we could give them a few minutes to get to see if they could write a couple of lines to get your blushometer as high as it could possibly be.
This is not good, is it? Is this going to be worth the Ofcom complaints? I'm not sure.
I think so.
Oh, good. Yes, Mick, you don't have to participate, guys, if you don't want to. Just so you know.
I'm okay. It might be an awkward thing on my case, but
Okay, who wants to go first? Anyone?
No.
so we have to say stuff to make you blush.
Yeah, go on.
Okay, let me go shut the door.
This is gonna get interesting.
He's blushing already.
Anya's gonna get in trouble.
No, I really don't want.
Do you know what? That's exactly what your boss's director wants to hear. Your husband's director. So what's going on in the background there? Oh, it's just Anya.
All right, so the objective is to say something to make you blush. Oh God! All right. Okay. I'm not grabbing the tequila. I have work to do for class later tonight. Okay. Context. All right. Let me think. All right. I'll take your character Daisy and do something with her, but I'll remove her from a separate context.
Right.
All right. Okay. Ooh. Daisy opened the door and saw Mario standing in the corner. She sauntered over saucily, her eyes ablaze with passion. She crept up closer to Mario, who backed away because her husband was in the corner. Daisy eyed his zipper, her eyes further throbbing. Mario took another inch away, his eyes alight with fear, his husband trembling behind the Christmas tree. Daisy took another step closer. I want it. Give it to me now. I think you have the wrong idea, Mario said. No, I want it. Give it to me now. Her hand reached slowly across the void separating them. It inched further and further and further towards Mario's pants. And before he could react, she lurched forward and reached deep into his pocket and pulled out the chocolate bar he had stashed.
Fantastic. Do you know what? Mario stashing chocolate bars in your pocket. I'm very surprised at that.
Sorry, I probably should have made you blush. It should have been you, but I couldn't do it.
But also, I think I would definitely be backing away from Daisy too, because she's a dangerous girl. Well, thank you, Anya. That was kind of I don't know, Chris. What did you think of that?
I thought it was very good. I'm just looking. I think the best way to make you blush is to read your sex scene from Deep the Embers of Life. So that's what I'm currently looking for right now.
Oh, good.
So, Huli, I have an idea. I just wrote a 4-verse prose that
Nice.
I'm going to put in the chat, and I think that the way to get Aggett to blush is to have him read it himself.
Oh, yeah.
That'll work.
Go on, Chris.
Oh, I just seen it. I don't know. I think we'll see now if this works or not. I don't know. Wow. Okay. There's a word I don't even know what that is. I don't know. Wow. Okay. Who's playing that back? Okay. So this message. Do you want me to put it on the screen or just read it?
Just read it. But watch your blusher meter go up.
I don't know. I'm feeling all right, you know. I love steamy mounds of flesh to bury my face in. My turgid? What is that word?
Turgid is good.
Turgid member alive with desire. Who is the man we all call Chris? I'll bear my crack to all who desire my man flesh. Just search nipple and it comes up, Huli. Hey. Happy birthday, Chris. Hello, Lalai. Hello to you. Welcome to the show. Sorry you're late. You missed a treat so far, I can tell you. Some beautiful singing has happened. some weird talk about goats. Cool. Right.
Oh,
Chris.
found it.
Oh, okay. Are you going to do that? Because I think this feature is kind of a bit weird.
Yeah, so this is Aggett's attempts at writing a sex scene. So, yeah, we're going to enjoy this. I brought the mic closer just for emphasis.
Oh, good.
Well done.
Although there isn't any of that in this scene because this is with two women.
Oh,
So this is Jade
spoilers.
and Daisy. Yeah, a bit of context. So they continue kissing while stood up, and Jade rudely interrupts the heated kiss to remove her t-shirt over her head, throwing it onto the floor. She then runs her fingers up Daisy's waist and stomach before lifting her top up and over her head, leaving it heaped on the floor next to hers. Daisy's hand trembles and her skin tightens as her body reacts to the arousal and passion. Small bumped lines on her skin. Jade pushes Daisy back onto the partly made bed and climbs on top of her, kissing her neck and collarbone. Daisy closes her eyes as Jade's breath flows over her soft skin. Jade hovers above her briefly. They look deep into each other's eyes before seeking each other's lips once again. Daisy is trembling more as she feels Jade's body pressing up against her soft skin. There's a lot of S's in that.
David Middleham says, "Do it in a Barry White voice."
Oh, I can't do Barry White. No, that would sound incredibly inappropriate for me, so I'm not going to do that because it's very low mono. Like I can't do it. Jade runs her fingers over Daisy's chest.
Why was he a cowboy?
And stomach. Giant.
That's all her chest.
Before tactically releasing the clip on the back of her bra and feeling her breasts, Jade leans back to remove her own before returning on top of Daisy. The sensation of warm, soft skin intensifies and Daisy is feeling a whole new world of pleasure. Jade slowly kissing down her body, Daisy's chest finding her perky breasts, running her tongue around her nipple. There is a knock on the door and Jade springs up in front of Daisy, who is reeling with pleasure. Jade chuckles and places a finger on Daisy's lips, suggesting that she stays quiet before returning her mouth to where it was. Her finger remains on her lips before she slides it down her face and becomes a loose hand around her neck. Daisy's breathing continues to intensify. She begins to broadcast her pleasure, which magnifies as Jade's other hand reaches down to unbutton her jeans. Daisy cannot help but push herself towards Jade's hand as her mind swirls and becomes light and dizzy. Jade slides her hand down inside Daisy's black lace underwear, finding her to be warm and wet and gentle. Gently begins massaging her. Daisy shudders as the intense pleasure becomes almost unbearable, with the electricity bounces around her body. Within seconds, Daisy erupts into a frenzy of shudders and confusion.
Very well read, Chris Hooley.
Well done.
Mario,
All right. Hooley, you need to be doing voiceovers. That's all I have to say.
I think it wasn't a voiceover.
For
I think it
real.
was the action with the microphone first. I think that's what it was.
I think you blushed on me. I did go up there, Aggett.
I felt a little warm, a little bit, but not too bad. That is way better than it used to be.
I mean, do people think you've got the writing skills to be an erotic writer there? Because we know it sounds quite well.
Well, we discussed this before, you know, and it does. It does indeed. Birthday suit time. Does indeed sell well, but who knows? Who knows? Well, I thought erotic writing was kind of perhaps sometimes a bit story driven, but someone sent us a free short story ebook which I read. It was not. It didn't leave anything to the imagination at all. So perhaps not for me. Oof! It's getting hot in here, so take off all.
I think that's another request for some more Chris crack.
Applause. I'm not so much great at grammar myself, but I'm pretty sure that needs some spaces in it. Climax driven. Yeah, so there was a big spoiler for my story because Daisy.
Sorry about
Daisy in the first book is very much a younger lady that goes through a world of terribleness, and then the second book she becomes the vengeful one, but after finding herself a few times, if you know what I mean. So, thanks for that, Chris.
Yeah,
Right.
sorry. It's not total spoil book 2. Lots of other things happen.
Oh, lots of things happen.
But everyone's going to download that for free and skip to that bit now because that wasn't the full scene.
That's teased as well. It's just dragged out a bit, isn't it? But who knows? That's that story. I don't know if I'm done with Daisy yet. I'm not sure.
Well, it's very clear that Daisy's not done yet.
Yeah, she's only just begun in that world.
Actually.
Lots of discovering to do. Right, should we put you back in the green room? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, Chris is raising his hands. That was interesting.
Yeah, it was. It was fun.
It was, yeah. Right, we're on 56 minutes, so shall I do the draw for the raffle?
Yeah, you can do.
So this is... Go on.
No, I was going to explain. I did try very, very hard to get a guest to come on that was from The Walking Dead. However, they are the... I'm not going to tarnish them in case they do decide to come on in the future.
They're PR-driven assholes.
They are very hard to convince to do our show, put it that way. Yeah. So I'll keep plugging away. But
Daisy isn't done with Daisy. Jade isn't done with Daisy either. I don't think so.
Definitely not.
But who knows? Who knows what happens to them?
Well, so you can find out. It's just there.
Yeah. No, Chris, I appreciate that, and I know what it's like. I know I've seen quite a few and thought about getting them on the show before, but there's certain shows, especially something like The Walking Dead, very much they can't just decide to go and do that. It has to go through people and stuff like that. When you're in that boat, then who knows how long that could take and the procedures we need to go through to get them on. So I understand that fully. Don't worry about that. Right. So let me share this screen. And what I'll have to do, because I thought this automatically whizzed around, but it doesn't. But what I did say that this is for the Book of the Month competition. Instead of me going through it and sifting through and trying to pick something, I'm just going to do it on the random meter. But the problem is this doesn't spin like I thought it did, but it does shuffle like that. And it comes up with the Twitter name and their book cover, which is very cool. Takes a little bit of time to work out. Or there is.
You do it like when you play it on FIFA and it's the third person. So like when you randomize it on FIFA and you have to, like whatever team you get third time round, that's the winner.
Well, what we could do is if you can write these down, what we could do is pick, say, 10, and then we'll do.
Won't you have to type them in again now?
No, that's not going to work, is it? So what I want is, hang on.
We could do 3. 3 would be relatively easy.
No, what I'll do is I'll get Mario. Right, Mario. Give me a number between 1 and 10.
7.
Okay. Anya, between 1 and 10.
9.
So what do we have? 7 and 9.
Yep.
16. Joe, between 1 and 10.
4.
And 4. So that's 20. So what I'll do is I'll spin it. I'll press the shuffle button 20 times. Okay. That work for you? Yep. So are you ready? So the 20th time I press that button, whoever's left at the top will be winning that Book of the Month, and we'll do a little feature of their book in the newsletter. Okay, so you'll have to count with me or count for me. I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Halfway there. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Oh my goodness.
I wonder who wrote that.
Yeah. Well, there you go, Ross. Book of the Month, Ross Young Deadheads.
You know, I was just thinking he'd not made an appearance on the show, and it felt a bit strange without him. So
I know. Well, I think we should go on because he didn't turn up. No, I wouldn't do that. So well done to Ross and Deadheads. He will be featured this week's Book of the Month, this month's Book of the Month, in fact, which will come out on Friday. Rossicle, yeah. Someone tag him on Twitter and say, "Look, oi, get on the show. So well done to you. That's cool. But I thought that would spin around, so I'm a little disappointed. So what we'll do very quickly, there is a new family member. So just for Halo's benefit and everyone else that loves this. Who wants a Rossicle? So a new writing community member. So I'm going to have to say, if I get to choose what the GIF is, it's going to have to be zombies, right?
Yeah.
Or shall I go Rick Grimes?
It's entirely up to you.
That's a tough choice, really. Okay, let's go to zombies. Circle of Death, yes. So Zombify people. At Words About Books. This is someone who followed us today. They have 718 followers, which is kind of off the mark. They're getting there. Their bio says, books are excellent, trying to write, but often too busy reading. So instead of writing, they're reading, which is fantastic. So they could be doing something else. So that person deserves the support. At Words About Books. One big word. Books are excellent, trying to write, but often too busy. 718 followers. There they are. That is the person. They followed us today, so thank you for following us. Thank you for supporting us. We are now supporting you. Please tweet them some zombies. And of course, reference the Writing Community Chat Show if you will, because it's quite confusing to be plagued by zombies without any sort of context. Ooh, cool. So what I'd like to do now, guys, very quickly, I won't keep you too much longer. We got some questions. We haven't got some questions, but I did ask if you have any, send them in. So they don't particularly have to be writing based today. Whatever you want.
I reckon they could be if we ask you 3 questions or you answer them, so they can be anything.
Right, yeah, nice. Of course. Yeah, why not? Send them in, and we'll have a little chit chat. And I'm gonna have a quick play around with this and see if it spins. Or I can get it to spin. What's that mean? 5? No, hang on. 0, 10. Okay. No. I'm having a mate by you. 0, 10. Go. Managed to get a countdown on that thing, and I don't know what it's for, but let's see what happens. It's good radio.
Let's see.
Oh, it's an alarm. Okay, that's weird. Yeah, not as good as I thought that thing, unfortunately. Read it out loud. Read what out loud? Spin those hips. Okay, we got a question. Oh, we got a few. I missed that. Would you milk sheep with your mouth? It depends what for, Halo. What context? Is it the end of the world and I don't have a bucket at hand? Yeah, probably would.
Ooh,
it's important. Yeah, why not?
Maybe talking about pleasure there.
If you had to read 50 Shades of Grey or the Vagina Monologues inside a restaurant, sans alcohol. What sans alcohol mean? What would you choose? I'm confused by that question. Anya, what does that mean? Ooh, I can see you. Just use your mouth.
Oh, sorry, I've been typing it. If you had to read 50 Shades of Grey or the Vagina Monologues out loud in a restaurant without drinking, what would it be?
Okay, what does sans mean then?
Without.
Does it really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. If I had to read it out, I don't know what the Vagina Monologues is. And 50 Shades.
It's a work from the point of view of vaginas.
Okay.
I'm going to check that out.
Yeah, 50 Shades probably, because I think it's a pile of shit. No, it's a very story-driven thing at the start, so perhaps that's kind of like reading the story. I don't know.
Okay.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
It's cool having him on standby, isn't it?
Like
without alcohol, without French. Okay. And yeah, that's it. That's all the questions we had. So thank you for that, guys. And job done. Well, Chris, I thought that was brilliant and very surprising.
Do you have a birthday wish?
Yeah, I want this show to be what I hope it will be by the end of this year. I want this community to keep growing. And, you know, we got some big plans, and some of them are genuine business plans that could go and become something massive for us. And it's just about keeping it going and getting the right sort of things done. So I hope that does well. If you had to spoon with Hooli, would you be big spoon or little spoon? That's a good question. And again, context is key. If we're out in a cold place, then yes. I think I would have to be. I'm gonna have to say the little spoon, unwillingly, because I'll be the warmer, like radiator type of person, right? Because I'm like
big spoon is the one that's hugged into it.
Hooks. What do you mean?
Hugged, like the big spoon is the one that's hugged.
That was a northern term. Yes, hugged. No, the big spoon hugs the little spoon.
Ah,
yeah.
Okay.
So I'm volunteering to be the warm radiator type. So there you go. You're lucky.
Don't mind that. That
Are
works.
you too old for a birthday spanking? I don't know.
Did they ever do it at school? They used to pull your hair.
Pull my hair?
Yeah, is that not a thing?
For girls, maybe.
No, like this can't have just been my school. I'm sure
please,
other people
please
did it as well. But in primary school, if it was somebody's birthday, you had to pick a best friend, and then your best friend would come up and pull your hair the number of times that in front of everyone. This was like an assembly thing in front of everyone for the number of years you'd been alive. So say you were 8 at the time, they would pull your hair 8 times in front of everyone. And all the teachers would be there. It would be an assembly, everything.
This is something that you should have talked about with like child services, because that is not a thing.
It was. It happened. People would look and they would decide tactically whether they would pick their best friend who was going to rip their hair out their skull, or they were going to pick somebody who was going to be quite light and quite delicate with.
This is what we used to do, bumps, which is what Dave said as well. Anyone else used to do bumps? Or either bumps or we get punched in the arm that many times. We'd never pull each other's hair because that's kind of weird.
Birthday beats.
That wouldn't fly in the US. You get shanked or shot, I imagine. Who was taller? Chris Hooley, I think. How tall are you, Chris Hooley?
Like 5'11".
Yeah. You guys will take the world by storm, possibly. I don't know. It's a hard graft. Hair pulling and birthday spanking. Yeah. Bumps, definitely bumps. What was there was another question, was there? I don't know.
What was the weirdest thing that happened to you in the playground?
I was playing, we had the kind of football ground. I don't know what American school is like, but we had this kind of concrete football sized pitch thing with a fence around it, where all the kids used to play football and the soccer, and the soccer ball was like a leather ball, but all the bits of leather had come off. So you had this weird bit of a weird shaped ball, and we'd play football on there, and all the shoes would be wrecked because of the concrete. But I was playing that, and someone shouted, and I turned around, and I felt this wallop in my eye, like really someone fucking whacked me one. But they didn't. Someone had launched. Do you remember those gobstoppers you used to have? And they were huge. They were like concrete balls that you used to lick, and your tongue would bleed. America, do you have those? Anyway, someone had just gone whack into the crowd, and as I turned around, it connected with my eye socket. I dropped. I was like, oh, like what the hell? And I chased this kid all the way into school and grabbed him, and I got in trouble for grabbing a kid. He messed my face up, but you know, it's my fault. Cool. Chris, what is your favorite sport, rugby or football? Well, I do enjoy watching the football. Support Cardiff City, but I've always played rugby growing up, and being Welsh, international rugby is kind of our thing. So it's rugby is a passion of mine. I used to love playing it, but you get to my age and your body doesn't want to do that anymore. So kind of watch football and rugby now. Jawbreakers, yes, that's what they were, I believe. And they were, if you America don't know this, they're literally about that big and a round ball, and it was solid. Gobstoppers, pretty much the same thing. Whacked me right in the face. Really hurt. Yeah, so rugby. What about you, Chris? Were you sporting growing up?
Yeah, I was really sporty. I was actually in the
Spice Girls.
no, the Commonwealth Games, the junior one.
Were you really?
Yeah, I played water polo. Like, no one knows what that is, but it's where you swim and you have a ball and two nets, and yeah, that's what I played. And we got beat in the final.
Did you have a position in water polo?
I played all over in that tournament. I played in goal. Actually, I got hit in the face in that tournament, and was woken up at the side of the pool because I disappeared underneath the water and had to be plucked out by a lifeguard because the ball smashed me in the face.
Was he a saucy lifeguard?
He wasn't, unfortunately.
Halo said we used to play Red Rover. I don't know what that is. Then everyone broke their wrists. We couldn't play anymore. Is a Red Rover like a Rover car, and you just drive into people and break their wrists? I don't know what that is. Scaring me with a goat. Archery, we weren't even allowed sharp pencils. Who was doing archery? Oh, Anya. Well, of course she was. Anya, were you in a private school?
No.
No. Surprises me that though. I love this power. I feel like God right now. Let's just pick someone on for a chat and then take them off again.
You could have let her expand on her no.
Graceful Hooli frolicking in the waves.
Yeah.
Majestic like a salmon. Red Rover, smash your bones to smithereens. Hey, what game were you playing?
This explains a lot, to be honest.
Is that like British Bulldogs? Because that was quite kind of rough. And that was, again, the yard, you'd have half the people there. And if you got caught running across the other side, then you're out, or on the other side. I can't remember until you're the last one. Oh, there, yeah. Two lines stand opposite each other holding hands. Then one person sprints and tries to break through the other line's arms. Chelsea says our gym class was too unruly to do archery.
Oh, we're talking about gym class. Do you know those the horse boxes that you jump over? We used to make us do so much stuff. Like we used to have to put those out, and set up the area before you did PE. Well, one day we were setting it up, and there was a spring latch on the horse box to let it drop. And one day we let it drop, and it landed on someone's toe and took their toe off.
Wow!
You've never seen so much carnage in your life. Like loads of 10-year-olds in a just one screaming, like passing out, blood squirting out of the bottom of his foot, like teacher running over all the mats. The kids are screaming. I still remember it very clearly.
Well, do you know what we when I was back in the forces, there was a couple of times where you had these weird exercises or like training camps, and you just have downtime where you just didn't do a lot. And we were outside this building, and there was loads of grass, so we had a little ball, and we were playing basically dodgeball with this little ball. And one of my friends, he kind of fell over catching this ball, and he took ages getting up, and we were just all laughing, carrying on. And he's like, guys, we're like, oh, what's up? He just, guys, and he turned around, and his little finger was like pointing sideways, and everyone, instead of helping him, just lay on the floor laughing their heads off with tears running down the face. He's like, it's not funny, my fucking finger's sideways. And we just weak laughing. And it was just one of those occasions that if it had been on a film or something, it would have been brilliant. But in real life, we just couldn't breathe, just laughing so hard at him. And he was in a lot of pain, but funny. Definitely funny for us. What about you guys? Any weird injuries? Have you had any? They should have set up your fencing peeps against my archery class. This is turning into a full-on. No wonder you. Well, I'm not going to say that. They gave me swords, Halo says.
Nice.
Did they really? Oh, Halo did fencing.
Halo did fencing, and Anya did archery. They would be good to live near in an apocalypse situation, wouldn't they?
I was going to say, I just thought of a wicked book with Halo and Anya, and Anya's got her bow and Halo's got a sword, and they just run around massacring things and sacrificing goats.
Oh, has anyone from the writing community ever inspired you as a character, like to write a character about that person in that respect?
Well, yes, actually. Well, I was writing my novella, the one that's going to come out this year, which is The Words of 11, which I'm quite excited about. And that is a horror based on, I can tell you guys, because I'm sure you probably won't rip me off. There's 12. No, there's not 12.
Words of 11.
There is 11, but there was always like blurry beyond that. But these people were part of a writing company, publishing house, and they every year got given like a writing retreat to go to, individually, or like, thank you for being part of this. We'll support you and give you a little weekend to like help your mental state and write better because you produce better books. You work for us, blah blah blah. So this was like a big anniversary, and they send them to this 19th century castle in Germany. But when they get there, they have a good piss up when they realize when they start writing, shit starts happening. And it's kind of related to the books. But some of the characters in there, they're all from different places. But one of the characters I did, and this is a true story, Halo was inspiration for one of the characters who actually, when I decided to name the characters after a lot of you guys from the community, that stayed as the same person. Only because her sort of character related to that, the way I wanted this character to be like. And there's one character in there, I think his name's Alec, who, what's his name? Oh, big British actor, black guy. Luce, he played, he played, oh my God, this is gonna bug me. He was in, I can't even remember what he's in. He's in loads of stuff. Proper British English accent on him. He was even in a Mumford & Sons video. Oh my days. Anyway, this guy, Idris Elba, thank you. Wow.
That's what I said.
Did you?
Yeah.
I thought you said something else.
You said he was in, and you said like you were going to say Luther.
Yeah, I got confused between Luther and Lucifer. Thank you, Mario. It's your fault. So Idris Elba was like so I based that on him, and there was a couple of others. So it is interesting to do that. What about you? Have you done that?
No, but I saw a picture of Dr. Maggie Gelwitz the other day, and she was like, "Oh, this was 18 years ago," and she looks exactly the same. And I was like, "Imagine if Maggie, yeah, she just didn't age. Like she was just one of these people."
Well, you know what that is, don't you?
Go on.
Vampire. Yeah,
but I don't like the idea of a vampire because I think they've been done all the time. But imagine if people, like, it was a genetic disorder that once you got to a certain age, you just stopped. And like didn't get any older. People around you died. Like you just carried on. Like how think about it. She's met Richard Branson and all these sorts of things. It's like I can imagine her being around forever. You know what I mean? Like I just thought that was a cool concept that you could possibly do something with.
The book that you've written about the Grim Reaper and the underworld and the afterlife, with the way you're on a white screen and the lighting in your room kind of reminds me of you. It's like I'm talking to you from the afterlife.
Possibly. So,
Chris, are you dead?
Yes.
Oh. How is it? Is there much to do?
No, this is just simply how it is all the time. It's just this greyness. Just grey and light. That's it. And I was wearing this jumper when I died, so...
It's like being stuck in an afterlife. So is Hooli an angel?
So say.
Are you sat in the terminal of death? So like an airport receptionist?
No, it's not even as fun as that. It's just, this is it. There is no, I've got one way of communication. That's through this laptop and this microphone, but that's it.
Well, Lale said there's a movie called about that character, The Age of Adeline. I can't remember what it was called.
Damn it. That's like the equivalent of The Simpsons already did it.
Yeah, well, I reckon most stories are already done these days. You just got to kind of do your own sort of spin on it, but there must be something that's original to come.
I mean, I think my first one was pretty original, but like, have you been put off releasing another book because of Will Dean?
Yeah. 100%.
Exactly. 100%. Like
when I spoke to Will Dean and we spoke afterwards, I haven't touched my novella, which I smashed. I had all the great feedback to work on and be inspired by. Spoke to Will Dean, I haven't touched it. That was months ago.
See, mine's not necessarily that, but I'm like, it's not ready yet.
Yeah.
That one line that he said about once it's out there, it's out there. That really did like sort of go, oh yeah.
Yeah, it
right.
resonated with me quite a lot because when I first released the Embers Deep, the Climb of Truth, the first one, I knew I rushed it, and there was so much to still learn, and that's why the Embers of Life reads so much better. It's just that few months of learning. So I should have made the first one as good as the second, and then progressed. But so you're right. You know, I rushed it out, and I'm not going to do that again with this one. So that's why I said, you know, this year, why not, and just take my time. You got the show to do. We're busy with the show. If the book comes, it comes, and I'm just going to make it right. So, hey, if Netflix want it, they can have it.
We have actually got a few. We could mention a few of the guests we've got coming on, haven't we? Because some of the guests we've got on are insane.
Yeah, massive. I mentioned earlier, right? Dale Roberts. Let me check this up for you guys because you can see this. So why not? Let's use technology, crazy as it is. Probably have before. So, oh, there he is. Okay. Dale Roberts. Right. So this guy, who I said will be coming on the show, who is one of the judges for these Page Turner Awards. So this is Published Books That Sell, Dale Roberts. Now, I have subscribed to him on my other account well before I even released my first book, before I knew you guys. So as much as you guys were a big part of me helping me develop in writing, this guy was fantastic. Now, Lulu versus KDP, you know, it is literally anything you want to know about self-publishing, keywords, best tools, self-publishing secrets, what happens if you're not selling books, how to format, how much do I spend, researching. It's just, if you've got a question about how to do it and want genuinely amazing answers, then this is the guy. And he is coming on our show, which we're very excited about, because we can just ask him all the questions we want to know. So that's a good guest that's coming on for us.
And also, author-wise, we've got a guest called Abigail Dean coming on, who wrote this, Girl A.
I do love that cover, by the way.
It's a great cover, and this, I was telling you the story behind this. This is her debut novel, but it actually went to auction, and 7 publishing houses bid for it for like the whole day. Basically, they're outbidding each other for this novel. So this book is going to be huge. It was eventually won by, surprise, surprise, HarperCollins, massive publishers, obviously, and she's coming on the show to talk about her debut book. So that's going to be great.
Do you know what I read today about her? I saw it on something and I read it because I thought, oh, that's that person. 7 figures.
Wow.
7 figures. Oh my God, for your debut book.
That is insane.
If you ever want to target, ever want a goal for what's the best you can hope for your debut book, that is it. You know, seven publishing companies having a bidding war to take your work.
Yeah, I mean, Stephen King didn't even get 7 figures, did he?
No.
I remember he got 6 for his first one, but 7 figures is insane.
Well, hopefully that's accurate, but that's what I read. Craziness. Joe said about Dale Roberts, who is great. I love his stuff. Yeah, it is really fantastic.
And also, we've got Rosamund Lumpton, who wrote 3 Hours. Her books did fantastically well last year. She won a lot of awards. She was in the Times, like she was top 10 New York bestseller in there as well. And the one we've got on that I actually still can't believe he's coming on the show on Friday the 29th.
Exclusive.
This is exclusive, a birthday exclusive, a present to the writing community. But we've actually got Ian Rankin coming on the show to talk to us about his novel, A Song for Dark Times. So that's going to be amazing.
Which is a pretty impressive feat for us. Ian Rankin is a humongous author, and he is on Twitter. He's got a massive following and only follows a few thousand people, like 2. And he is following us, which is just weird. So we seem to have that sort of luck at the moment of, you know, since the very start, he's a writer and very knowledgeable, and apparently a very, very nice guy. Awesome guests. So we are very lucky since the very start. And I was looking at this earlier, Dom, Jolly, Noel Clark, when they came on way back. this was early on in our show, really early on, and how we got them back then it still blows my mind now. And the fact that we've got this kind of reputation, even people like Luca Veste, who came on the show, he's a massive podcaster, and Chris McDonald the same. And they all said after the show, when we finished the show and turned off the live, they were all said, basically, you look awesome and you're going to smash it by next year. And we were like really humbled by that, but really hoped that that's what they're saying is true, because we really want to do that. So that is awesome and amazing. Yes. So yeah, Ian Rankin, that's going to be an interesting interview because he's quite daunting. He's an older guy, so I'll be a bit hesitant, but at the same time, apparently he's very warm and very fun. So Vince says you make your own luck with hard work. Well, we have worked pretty hard, so hopefully. You truly rock to line up these amazing guests. I'm so impressed, thrilled to be part of this community. Oh, it is. It's an amazing community, and we love it. And you guys are that community, so we love you guys. It's wicked. So no goat bestiality talk. Hey, he's from Scotland. He may like a goat. I don't know. And no Scottish impressions, Chris, really.
Yeah, I might keep that in my back pocket. I'm not going to ruin it like I did with Dumb Jelly, so I'm just going to be pretty cool.
But has Ian Rankin got a dodgy catchphrase though? Probably not.
Maybe I might do the same with him. I might try and come up with a ranking game.
That is quite good. I'd like that with our guests. Like, did you write this or did?
Oh, the only word I can rhyme with ranking at the minute is spanking.
Oh, there's others. And
was this person a character in your novel, or were they receiving a spanking?
Well, no, this is the thing, right? With my books, they're quite fresh. They're like last couple of years, whereas someone like Ian Rankin's written books for decades, so you could throw him off the scent with a few of these. So why not? This could be a great feature for future guests, which I'd like to do. Should we talk? Do you want to mention what I messaged you earlier about that idea? Do you think that's worth going with? The audits. I think so.
Go on then. Your
We'll
birthday.
put it up to you guys. You guys have always been wisdom for us. Lale says, congratulations, WCCS. May all your hopes and dreams come true. Enjoy your special day, Chris. Lots of love. Thank you. So this is an idea that I've come up with, and let us know if this is something you want to do or think people would want to do, and I think it is. So there's something I've been doing to get this show on YouTube better, and I've adapted that idea to us. So what I want to do is have people submit their stuff. So if we say submit your website or your book and your blurb, what we'll do is a live audit of those. So we'll have people's stuff who want to have these audits, and what we'll do is we'll open up, say, someone's webpage and talk about that and do an audit and how it looks and if it does appeal to us and if we think we should change stuff, that sort of thing. So it's kind of helpful for some people with websites, especially if they're starting out. Also, book covers, we can do the same there and just say, is that appealing to us? And critique it in kind of a way that may, is constructive as opposed to like, no, this looks shit. Yeah, look at that. And the blurb as well. So we could do someone's website or the cover and the blurb. Do you think this would be something people would like to do? So they submit it, we go on a live show together, we put it on the screen, we all talk about it and discuss as a community what we like about it, what we don't like, and some tips and advice for that person. I think that would be a great feature for our YouTube channel. What do you think? Let us know. We sit here quietly waiting. Chris, anything else?
No, I think it will work.
Joanne says, Anya says, yes! Like a beta reading critique, absolutely. I need all the help I can get, especially with my covers, which need to be redone. Why do you say they need to be redone? Vince Stevenson, yes, that's a great service. Thank you. Blurbs are a bloody nightmare. Agree. I think it's a great idea. People crave feedback. Yes, maybe. Like market research, indeed. Great idea. Well, thank you. That's great. That's kind of what I thought. People crave feedback. Well, you're right, because when I've seen this done for a certain website type of thing, they have people submitting their things and they stick around the entire time waiting, hoping everything gets picked. So it is something we want to do. And I think we will do that, and we'll see how it goes. And it can be open to everybody. So anyone that's on Twitter or Facebook who wants that help with this stuff, we hopefully can give it. And, I've got a keen eye for what looks good in the book, even though I did mine myself, so probably aren't the best. That book cover there is fantastic. Chris Hooley is very good with his blurbs. And with your help of you guys as well, and the community giving that response to us as we're interacting and the chat's going off, I think it's a very good thing to try and critique in that manner. You guys can also think of a name for that feature if you like, by all means, and we'll get on advertising that and do it soon as well. So cool.
Awesome.
Happy with that.
Right. Well, there's only one more thing to do, I suppose. Are people still in the green room?
Mhm.
Bring them all back.
Mario and Joe's PC.
Picture.
Should we sing Happy Birthday to Aggett?
Oh.
Look at Anya's eyes roll.
It's your ears.
So we're
Happy Birthday to Aggett.
repeating ourselves.
Okay, Mario, you have to set the tone.
I will. All right, here we go.
Your ears.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Chris. Happy birthday to you.
Oh, Chris, really, you're being a Mario's choir next week. Fantastic, guys. Thank you so much. Like I said, a January birthday sucks. In COVID, it sucks. With a dry birthday sucks. But having the love from all you guys has been absolutely wonderful and humbling. So appreciate it very much. We appreciate you. Thank you so much, guys.
It was our pleasure.
It was. Happy birthday, Chris.
Thank you, guys.
Love you guys. Love you
See you all
both.
on Friday.
All right.
See you
Hopefully.
Friday.
Cheers, guys.
Bye.